Okay. So I hope you are all doing well this weekend. Again, we have 3 matches coming up tomorrow. You know, 2. We've just got the 2 today, which I don't know is fine. That's completely fine. We're starting to get into round 3 for the group matches. Remember, I believe we have 5 matches, or 5 rounds total. So we're almost halfway through the group matches. Starting to get there. Starting to get there. Can you see this game in my videos? I don't know. Which one? I'm digging the Barbie music. It's a good way to get excited for quality games. After all, we have Zindictive, Runch, Great Gildersneeze, and Sonic dueling it out in just a bit. Sonic X588, bam! The baby is so perfect. Yeah, the baby is pretty good. Okay, just waiting for everybody to go live. It looks like Zindictive is live, Runch as well. I just need them to get to a screen that has color to the edges, and I believe Zindictive is there. Nice. He's been through this a few times before, so not a huge surprise. Oh man. The baby. I mean, you could go back and watch it sometime, but what else you could do in order to access the game is go play it yourself. Get some experience in the baby game. Okay. I just need everybody who is going to be in the match today to go ahead and get to a screen that has color to the edges. That's right. I'll go ahead and mention that in the chat. Never cut to Gilder's audio. Okay, I'm getting the information. Never cut to Gilder's audio for any reason. Okay, so just so you know. Okay. Just chilling, enjoying this music. I wonder, Buffalax hasn't historically joined voice chat. He is, of course, welcome. If there are other people who would like to as well, that's completely cool. Other of the game masters. There we go. We're starting to get to where I can capture people. Fantastic. You are my people now. And I have captured you. Perfect. So again, this is going to be Godzilla 2, which is a game that I owned as a kid, and I hated it. Buffalax unironically likes it though, okay? Buffalax is the one who chose the game for this time. And yeah, let's just say that his opinions are slightly different than mine. Slightly, just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. Oh my gosh, Orbital Bear, no, don't bring that quote up, don't bring it up. Yeah, it looks like everybody is at the select screen, except for Zindictive and Gilder. We're just waiting for them to go live. It looks like Gilder might be going live in just a second. Good. Should just be game and game audio for now. That is fine. Carrie, you're ready for this game? Look. I'm sorry that I bought this, okay? I'm sorry that I got this game when I was a foolish teen, 10-year-old, when I was dumb. Do not blame me. Blame the man, okay? Because obviously it's the man's fault. There we go. I think we're almost ready to switch and show how things look for everything, except one last small change that I need to make. And I think that's going to do it. So let me go ahead and push that live. Here are our 4 players. We have some good dancing. Thank you, Zindictive, for getting some excitement in there. I like it. It's beautiful. Actually, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Bam! Our 4 people. Very nice. Now, let me go ahead and test out Zindictive's audio. If you're listening to me, Zindictive, I'm going to go ahead and work on your audio. We'll see how the levels are. Mute me, go ahead and pause me, do all that jazz. Dancing Godzilla, yeah. Looks like Gilder is excited about this already. Fantastic. Oh boy, this music. Okay. So I am checking right now to see if they are ready to go. Let me actually go and search for the Kusogrand3 Twitter, because I need to retweet that we've got Godzilla 2 going on. Godzilla 2, roar! Fierceness. Everybody be scared of this monster. We're going to do the countdown as soon as we have everybody ready to go. Asonic says he's ready. Runch also ready. Is Indictive ready? Just waiting for confirmation from our dear Gildersneeze. If you are in the match, by the way, be sure to mute/pause my stream. That way you do not hear me. Okay. And actually, because this is bothering me as well. There we go. There was an intermission. Yes, we had some Orb 3D because people are cruel, okay? Life is difficult. Gilder had to jump up. That's okay. Gilder, we will be doing the countdown in Discord, so no worries. Everybody else is ready. We're just waiting for Gilder to let us know that he is good to go. Someone let me know, by the way, or if there is a game master who wants to come and commentate, it looks like we are going to have an availability for you, so come bother me. Wish them the best of luck, because we are getting ready to begin. Countdown is happening. This is Godzilla 2. The goal is to make as much progress in the game as they can in an hour. And there we go. The countdown has begun. As soon as I see them enter the map screen for the first scenario, I will go ahead and start the time. And there we go. We have 3 of the players getting into the map, just waiting for Zindictive in a second. Yeah, get ready for some Godzilla. Okay, so he had about a 12-13 second delay. Oh my gosh, this game. This is a strategy game. Oh, that's okay. So welcome to the music you're going to hear for the majority of this game, because it's so good. And this is the type of music that I think about when I'm playing Godzilla, you know, just this beep, boop, 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 buddy, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh my gosh. So what they're doing right now basically is moving their different tanks, their different planes around. Honestly, the first round is not too important. The goal is to get fairly close to Godzilla, I'd say. Zindictive having Godzilla destroy a building, not unexpected. So this map should have both Godzilla and I believe it's Mogera shows up later on. Doesn't show up for a little while though, so it'll take a bit of time. Zindictive is the first one to hop into a Godzilla fight, and by the way, yes, there are slots. Zindictive doing a little bit of damage to Godzilla. Godzilla misses the fighter. So there is randomness in this game, okay? But there are ways to deal with the randomness, and part of this challenge, racing each other, is figuring out ways to deal with all the randomness. Zindictive got a pretty unfortunate roll there, dealt a little bit of damage to Godzilla, but may actually take some damage. Yeah, there we go. Each of the icons that shows up on the slot machine has a different function. The shield, blue shield helps you defend, red shield helps Godzilla defend. The target is for accuracy. The heart, I'm thinking that the heart is power, and then the skull is just really bad. You don't want skulls. I think it's random negative effect, but I'm not 100% sure. Gilder turned off the music. Oh my gosh, Gilder! The music is like the best part of this game. Okay, Zindictive is checking with the scientists to see what they have to say. Never mind, he's just ending his turn. Thank you. Okay, is Zindictive gonna be fighting Godzilla again? Yeah, Godzilla is attacking, so let's see. Unfortunately, Godzilla got 2 extra power, it looks like. The JP bonus is actually power up, so that's usually helpful. Yes, turning the music off turns off the sound effects. You are correct. I'm not going to ban them from doing that. Heart is attack power, skull is random bad, JP sign is random good. Correct. Thank you, Buffalax. You're the expert on this game, and I'm going to miss saying something, so I really appreciate that. Oh, Corndan, hello!
Hello!
Oh boy, let me turn you down just a little bit. But good to have you. So, Godzilla 2, I've played this.
I have played it too, and it's butts, and everybody should feel bad.
The thing is, like, yeah, it is butts. It's pretty bad. Oh, by the way, getting 3 in a row of a single color is a critical hit from Buffalax. Doesn't matter what the sign is, apparently. I think that's true. But yeah, I played this quite a bit as a kid because it's like the first game that I bought on my own, as far as I remember. It was on sale.
It's so bad.
It's pretty bad.
Let's be honest though, my commentary tonight will be like one of those scientists. I can't help you.
Okay, well, I can help you. So, here are some things that they may or may not know. The manual actually gives some information for how to mitigate damage and how to heal up. If you move on to certain buildings, you will be able to gain health between fights. So I don't believe it's every building here, but some of them are going to definitely help with defense. Oh yeah, Carrie, my sister was a little bit upset when I bought this game, because it was either this or Swords and Serpents.
As she should have been.
Okay, I'm glad that you feel the same way. I was mad after I tried playing this, you know? Okay, Gilder doing a little bit of damage to Godzilla. I feel like if it came down to a tie between people who are on the first stage, it would be 1, based off of how many monsters they've killed. There are going to be 2 here. 2... Oh, apparently 3 of the same symbol is a critical hit for you. Doesn't matter if it's red or blue, it goes in your favor. That's good to know. So, how many monsters they kill in this scenario, and then how much damage they've dealt if it is a tie to their second monster. Okay, Sonic actually got a pretty good roll, but still died. That's like the story of Godzilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this game is so brutal that no matter what you do, you can do everything right, get a critical hit, all of that, you're still gonna die.
Yeah, but some other things that they really haven't learned too much at this point. There are other buildings with additional units, and they'll probably want to pull their additional units out at some time.
See, when I did all of this, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Which might be part of the reason why I hate this game.
I think that's part of it, yeah. Pulling out additional units helps. Oh, but I do like this beep boop music, okay? Like, it's so happy, it's so perky. Apparently...
It's the antithesis of what the game should be.
Buffalax is talking to me about this, because he speedruns this game, and he says, even in the speedrun, it constantly feels like you are losing until you win. And I can see that, because you're gonna lose units. You're gonna lose a lot of units. I've beaten the first and second scenario in this game. I don't think I've beaten any of the others. Second scenario, honestly, the way that I beat that was I played strong defense. I went and hid somewhere where my units would regenerate health. It worked. I managed to kill all the monsters. This is a broken strategy game. It's definitely a strategy game. Ooh, Sonic got double accuracy, but unfortunately did take a hit from Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like in this game, right? Especially Godzilla, more right? It's just so powerful that you can do, as I said, you can do everything right, and it's still going to be wrong, no matter what you do.
Oh yeah. Okay, Vindictive fighting Baragon. Ooh, taking a miss there. He sucks at slot machines. So yes, there is the slot machines definitely do cause an issue, but there are base stats behind the slots. So you know, the slots only add or add to your stats or add to Godzilla's stats. There are going to be I believe units that are stronger against Godzilla, stronger against Baragon. And figuring that out is part of what they're going to have to do here. Also figuring out how to avoid taking a lot of damage.
If I remember correctly, is it the missiles that are stronger against Baragon than Godzilla?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like the missiles are... there's one attack... Let's see, because they have guns and missiles, one of them has lower accuracy but actually deals more damage. So it's more of a dice roll at that time. Buffalax probably has more information on that, but yeah, welcome to Godzilla. Vindictive has actually dealt a good amount of damage against Godzilla so far, so this is looking pretty helpful for him. Luckily, you know, plane blew up, but he can still move in and get the attack on Godzilla. So let me go take a look and see if we did get a manual sent out to them. Oh no, Vindictive buffering a little bit. Okay. Apparently the emulator got sent out. Missiles are less accurate but do more damage, according to Buffalax. Okay, good.
Okay.
So we've got some solid information there. So the question is, do you want to take the dice roll and risk taking less damage? I personally feel like it's worth it. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but I believe it is.
Well, I mean, you're gonna die anyway. You might as well take the risk.
True. Now, there are multiple stats in this game as well. The LP is your health, DP, stuff. I don't know. I don't remember. Damage point. It's possibly the damage resistance, actually. Which means that if you chip away at that a little bit... actually, Buffalax, I have a question for you. Did you give the manual for this game? Because I'm not sure I saw it in chat there. If you didn't, it might be for the best, but it might not be. Because there's
I'm not sure it's for the...
What's that, Cornet?
No, I was in the channel. I believe he did, because they were complaining that you basically needed a PhD to understand it.
Yeah, there's a lot of information there. A lot of information.
I personally have not, even in the time I played this, I haven't actually checked the... So I haven't checked the manual, even when I played it myself, so...
There's some really helpful information there. Okay. There we go. I found El Manuel. Good. It's going to help us out as we talk about some more information in this game. There's got to be a trick to the slots. There's not a trick to the slots, but there's a trick based off of what enemies you face and where you go. So remember, this is a strategy game. There are places. The thing is, it's going to seem really random until you stumble upon some good places. Oh no, Bufflax's Discord just died, but luckily he can message me in Twitch. So let me go ahead and see if I can find this section. Okay. First off, it talks about vital points on the map in the manual. Army Base, Air Base, International Conference Center, Space Center, Nuclear Power Plant, and Laboratory. So it does talk about that in this manual. I would actually probably spend some time reading more and figuring out what you need to do here.
So those are all the places that get you units, correct? Or scientists?
Yeah, you should be able to get units. Scientists, you can actually access scientists wherever you want. Okay, I'm trying to look and see if there is information about this. Ready launch of LS units. Wow, that is terrible English. Okay. Okay, strategic key points on how to become a superb commander. I would probably... I'm not going to tell them to look at this, but that's probably where I would read through at least. It says, always resupply. Allied forces units can resupply at army bases and air bases. Whenever a unit has received some damage, you should quickly return to a base and resupply. No matter how powerful a weapon you may have, if you don't resupply when you are damaged, you'll be easily defeated. And yeah, that is a huge point, I feel. So moving back to one of the bases helps a lot, especially in a blind playthrough. Also, you can be resupplied at cities, although the amount resupplied is small. So basically, go camp out at a base, and you are going to be able to heal up quite a bit. So, anyone can, quote-unquote, resupply at any of the bases here. Exception is the Space Center cannot resupply units. Okay. Always listen to the scientist's advice.
I can't help you.
I can't help you. That one I feel is a little less important, maybe somewhat important.
I think that one's very important. She can't help you.
She can't help you. I feel like Gilder is possibly doing a good strategy surrounding Godzilla so that he can't move. That's probably a good idea. Ooh, Gilder is listening to the scientist. He's probably gonna... Come on, Dr. Dickens. Baragon can move underground. What? She actually helped?
In the second one, then, she can't help you?
I think before Baragon shows up, she just says, I can't help you. But yeah, in the second one, I think when the two flying... Oh, what are they called? The flying pterodactyl dinosaurs.
Rodan?
Yeah, they're two Rodans that show up, and she's like, oh, it looks like they're husband and wife. It's like, well, thank you, Dr. Dickens.
That's important.
Bridges are very important. There are no bridges on this scenario, but it says bridges are important. Pay attention to the terrain when moving. Okay, yeah, because you go slower when you're off the roads. Use the radar car wisely. There is a car that will allow you to detect Baragon. That can be extremely helpful.
So that's the one thing I remember from my playthrough, is getting that radar cart where you can scan and make Baragon pop up. That was super useful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just hate this game, though. Okay? Like, it's playable, but it's not the game that I wanted to play when I was young. You know, I wanted something full of action, something where you jumped around and punched things as Godzilla. I wanted something closer to Godzilla 1.
Okay, so you wanted Godzilla 1.
I wanted Godzilla 1. Ooh, Zindictive, a very good role there, dealing a little bit of damage to Godzilla. Not too helpful. Missiles only work air versus air or ground versus ground, according to Buffalax. Huh. I didn't know that. Maybe that's why I always missed.
that could be a thing, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, fighter missile is less accurate than the gun, but renders much more damage. When you're using the attacker, which is another plane, it says that it's same for the fighter, but less effective against airborne monsters. But I don't understand, because if you have a missile from a fighter, and you can only hit airborne monsters, but it's less effective against airborne monsters. Okay, this is dumb. Oh no, Sonic! 3 shields. He's gonna deal, like, no damage here. What? Never mind. Okay, Godzilla took a huge chunk of damage there. Oh, that's right. 3 symbols gives you a critical attack. Hit. That's right. I forgot. I was dumb. He got 3 symbols in a row, so yeah, critical attack there. So, just some of the symbols here. LP, that represents your life points. When it becomes 0, the unit is destroyed and disappears. By the way, it shows 3 of the little slots for Sonic, for example. He has 3 LP, but that doesn't really mean that he has, 3 health. There are subunits. It just doesn't show you the full details. So it can go down to what appears to be 0, but you may have 1 or 2 left. DP represents your defense points. The larger this value is, the less damage you take when you are attacked. And then MP are your movement points. The amount of MP used differs according to the type of terrain you are moving on. Number of MP used is shown on the following chart. Oh my gosh, and they have a whole chart just to tell how movement works. Corndan, this is why you need a PhD to understand this game. I'm not going to play Orb 3D music. No.
I would kind of prefer Orb 3D music.
I don't. I like this music. It's so happy. Corndan, don't you feel... it's like... Hey, buckaroo, let's go and fight some monsters today. It's that kind of...
It just doesn't fit the Godzilla, like, everything is bad, now let's go save the world or we all die theme.
Oh no, Runch! Lost! Oh no! I do like the game over music for this game. It's really good. The battle music is kind of okay, though. Okay, Sonic taking a hit from Godzilla. Again, he's demolishing Godzilla at this point. Ooh, Justin brings me glad tidings of great food.
Oh yeah? What's for dinner?
Ooh.
Or late lunch or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like some sandwiches. They're grilled, but, or I guess it's a panini. Okay, there we go. Ha 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 ha. When Godzilla wins, it's Godzilla wins. Yeah, he's just out there stomping on the buildings. Hey, my name's Godzilla. I did a pretty good job. I love that there's an A-bomb in this game. The A-bomb is a doomsday weapon, and the game will end when you use this command. You cannot cancel this command. Use this weapon to lure Godzilla to where you want Godzilla to be. The destroyer can only be used if Godzilla is within 5 squares of it. So basically, A-bomb is like, hey, let's attract Godzilla, but don't use it, because if you do, the world is destroyed. I love it. Okay, so I'm thinking Sonic so far is possibly doing the best in this group. He doesn't have the radar car though, and that's going to make Baragon very difficult to beat. Very, very difficult. Gilder luckily has Baragon surrounded, but if Baragon... Oh, he also has the radar car out, so I'd say Gilder, even though he may be behind doing damage to enemies, he definitely is ahead when it comes to figuring out how to destroy Baragon.
Yeah, he's got it pretty well figured out to just, surround everything and let, your guys take the hits so you can do some damage and everything.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'd say at this point, Sonic is trying to take Godzilla down. I'm not sure he's going to be able to. Not everybody has found out that you can pull units out of different bases, and that is what is causing some difficulties. Gilder beat Godzilla, yes. Now Baragon is probably going down in just a little bit. Oh my gosh, Justin, thank you. And Baragon is down. Gilder moving on to Scenario 2. Only 24 minutes in. Holy crap.
Yeah. He did a really good job with that.
Yeah, that was great. Last time we had this, at least one of the racers, I believe, did not make it past Scenario 1. And I don't think anybody did until about 40 or 50 minutes in. So, yeah, that's great. I'd say at this point, yes, Gilder definitely has a strong lead. Runch has figured out the radar car, though. The radar car is out, and that could definitely help.
Yeah, the radar car, I guess it's not necessary per se, but it basically is.
Yeah.
To beat that level.
He can hide and heal while he's hiding. It's almost undoable if you don't have the radar car.
So you either need to catch him, basically like Gilder did, and get him surrounded in one go, right, and pound the heck out of him, or you need the radar card.
Yeah, luckily Gilder had both. But even if you do surround him, he can hide for a while and keep re-healing. It's frustrating. Baragon's a butt.
Yeah.
Okay, Sonic is reading you can track him with the mobile radar, and he's probably like, what does that mean? But it's good. It's good information. Always listen to scientists. Okay?
Even when they can't help you.
Oh, yeah. Especially when they can't help you, Because then you're in trouble. Science says so. Science says I'm dead. It's been peer-reviewed. I'm a corpse.
I would buy a paper that was peer-reviewed that just said I can't help you. To be fair, I would say there's probably at least one thesis out there that the essence is we can't do anything about this problem. That was basically my master's thesis. We did a thing, here's how it would work, it won't work in real practice. Wait, really? Yep. I love it. Yeah, I think the conclusion was that to implement it in real thing would take too much resources and power, and so no, you're just not going to do it. Yeah.
Ooh, Zindictive losing another weapon. Let's see what he can do with his tank. Runch fighting something with his radar car. Oh no, he's fighting Baragon with the radar car. No! Oh, radar car is almost dead.
I mean, I guess if, you know, that keeps Baragon there, right?
Yeah. Ooh, Runch got a really good roll there. Let's see what he can do against Baragon. Oh, nothing. Okay.
I think, you know, you got to get the missile carts in on that.
Yeah.
That seemed to be the best way.
What I'm concerned about when it comes to Baragon at this point is, for Runch, Baragon is probably going to attack the radar car, and if he does, that might make it almost unwinnable for him. So, we'll see what happens. Zindictive is taking a reset. I think that's a good idea. Yes, half an hour in, but I feel like he was pretty much in an unwinnable situation. He possibly could have won if he would have played strong defense after that, but again, it's not really obvious how to play defense in this game. It's doable. Gilder is doing a pretty good job of surrounding the first Rodan here. Rodan's so cute, though. Don't hurt her. Don't hurt it. Actually, that's right, because there's a male and a female Rodan. I'm not sure which one this is. It says F, but that means flying.
I don't, you know, do we have experts in cryptozoology who could tell us how you can determine the sex of a Rodan?
Whichever one has the beer gut. I don't know.
Maybe they're both female. It does say F, right? Clearly, that's what it means, right?
Nope. Definitely not. I'm really liking how this is going. Ooh, good. Runch managed to get missed by Baragon. That is helpful. Oh, yeah, the female is the one that lays eggs. That makes sense. I mean, maybe I should have used that as an indicator before, but whatever.
that is a good indicator, yeah.
Surprise! This RNG has been nuts. Here's the deal. This game has RNG, but there are ways to mitigate it. So, I feel like Gilder managed to figure that out pretty quickly, especially the Baragon RNG. I think that made the biggest difference for him. So the thing is, like, this game looks like it's very random-based, but at the same time, there are a lot of mechanics that go into it, you know? You've got defense, you've got all the different stats that aren't really viewable for each character, but, you know, they're there. You've got health, you've got ways to regenerate health, you have places that you need to protect, you've got places that have units in them that the game doesn't, like, bluntly tell you, but the manual does. There's just a lot of information and a lot of stuff that you can do that is not obvious unless you have read the manual. And even then, it's not obvious. Unikitten's like, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Yeah. Oh no, Runch. Runch has one of the parts. You can actually build a pretty strong weapon in the first scenario. And I'm trying to remember what weapon this is. It might be the Mazer. Which, if so, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I believe that's the case. I remember seeing the Mazer from Kusogrand3, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what...
The Mazer does a lot of damage against Godzilla, but you have to build it, and it takes a long time. Could also be the Super X2. No, I don't know. It might... could be the Freezer? Is the manual obvious or obtuse? It takes some work to go through. Like, really, a good amount of work. Use the trailer wisely. The trailer can be used to move the parts for the SY3, and all of the allied units can be carried by it. You should be able to use it in many different situations. So I think this one is the SY3, the ultimate weapon fired from the Space Center. Very accurate and more powerful than the Super X2 for the laser, and the missile is... The accuracy is below the laser, but its power exceeds the laser. Again, like usual. Yeah, the thing is, the manual is very descriptive of stuff. Uh-oh. Everything refreshed? Am I still live? Hello? Corndan, you there?
You are still... Yeah, you're still here.
That really scared me because
still having...
every stream refreshed.
Are you still having Comcast problems?
Yeah, I haven't punched them yet. That's my problem.
I feel like I'm one of the only few people who've had a reasonably good experience with them.
I actually had a really good call with them one time, and the lady helped a lot, but I don't know, like, the infrastructure could be better, just a little bit better.
I mean, I guess it's where you're at. Here, they're competing with Fios, and so I get really good service as a means to try to keep me here.
Ah, good. We do have another company here, but let's just say that I think their fastest speed is probably a tenth of what I'm getting with Comcast, so yeah, it's not really an option. I'm loving the beep boops, though. I love the beep boops. It's such good music. So at this point, I'm trying to think who is really in second. I feel like Sonic may be there. Sonic has almost killed Godzilla.
Sonic, and Sonic's really close too. I think on Baragon too.
But not very many units left. It's a bit scary. I don't think Zindictive has managed to find the radar car yet. Everybody else has. But just thinking out loud here, Zindictive has been in Kusogrand3 before, and I think that one of his weaknesses is manuals. So, considering that this is 31, 32 pages long, yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised.
I mean, it's not even that, right? Like, I'll be honest, I played this without the manual, just because. You know, and if you just talk to people, they bring up the radar cart, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the scientists
so,
do.
I mean, I know it's a joke that they can't help you, but they can clearly tell you enough to, you know, tell you what's going on.
yeah. They do give some helpful information. And surprisingly, Dr. Dickens is actually helpful in this case, somehow. Usually not. Usually she's worthless, but she helps with that. Gilder is doing a good job fighting the couple Rodans here. Oh
he did get the tip that the AA guns are what you should be using against the Rodans. I believe that was in the last turn or the turn before.
And that's a really important hint. Because some enemies are weak against certain weapons, you need to know that in order to do well. Oh my gosh. Come on, Vindictive! Shooting a missile, probably gonna miss. Oh no,
yeah. And Godzilla missed.
Nice. Yeah, Buffalax was saying that missiles from airborne units don't hit or don't work against land units, but it looks like they do to some degree.
Well, he's firing a missile from the missile trucks now, and watch the difference. I know what he was talking about. Right, the missiles from the missile trucks seem to hit harder on Godzilla than the missiles from the attacker aircraft.
I think so. Not only that, but they do damage the damage points. Whoa! Sonic has killed Godzilla. Godzilla down for Sonic. Just Baragon left.
That puts him in second.
Yes.
Who's Vindictive just got a critical hit on Godzilla. Right, that's a big. Should put him in third in here in a minute.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm feeling like Sonic is on the right track. I don't know if he's going to be able to actually kill Baragon, but at least it puts him in second place. Ooh, Vindictive has almost killed Godzilla. So close. So close. Oh, and there goes.
But he can just bring in one of his tanks. Yep.
He just needs one hit. One solid hit. Come on, Vindictive. Kill Godzilla. Okay, and here we go. Is Godzilla down?
Godzilla's
yes!
down.
There he goes. Godzilla dead. And I guess he explodes when he dies. Good. Wouldn't have Godzilla any other way. Explosions. Guts everywhere. Sonic fighting Baragon. Now, one thing that you may not have noticed as you're watching this is that the enemies do restore health pretty much every turn that they get. So
yeah, it looks like a couple of bars of health.
Yeah, you're constantly fighting against that push. Gilder is still fighting all of these enemies here. Ooh, missing Rodan. Did Sonic just use the trailer? Yeah, he used the trailer to fight Baragon. Do not use your radar car. No, Sonic, no, do not do this. This is the worst idea.
Yep, he did.
Oh my gosh, no, Sonic. No. What are you doing, Sonic?
I guess the only real advantage to it is it keeps Rodan contained, or Baragon contained, until you bring something else in.
Yeah, but if you lose the radar car... Oh, okay, I'm stressed. Okay, looks like Sonic is learning about putting units on different bases, which is good. Definitely a good amount of knowledge to have in this case. Sonic ending the turn. Time for Baragon to do what Baragon does best. I guess attack. Uh-oh. Okay, at least he got a shield and an extra power, but is that going to make much of a difference? Nope, it missed. Yeah, Buffalax, maybe the odds of an air missile hitting a land unit are very low. That might be the case. Sonic gonna go with the missile. Ooh, Baragon gets 2 shields, Sonic gets 1. But they dealt a good amount of damage. Again, that might have actually been a critical hit based off of what Buffalax had said earlier. Doesn't matter. 3 of the same symbol is a critical hit for you. Doesn't matter if it's red or blue. It goes in your favor. I don't know if mixing the colors, though, counts as that 3 in a row.
Didn't seem like it. No, don't use the radar card again.
No! Not the... I mean, you can if you want, Sonic. You can, but I'm thinking... Okay, I'm sitting here thinking... Radar cards are for radars. Oh my gosh. Everyone's stream is refreshing again. Okay. Strange. Just blame Comcast, okay? Everybody point up to Comcast and say it's your fault.
How are we still on the same stage? Soraya, try the game and you'll understand why we're still on the same stage.
Yeah, it's not too surprising.
Yeah, I believe as an interesting tidbit so Buffalax submitted this for Big Bad Game-a-thon to do all 6 missions was going to be something like 6 hours.
Sonic has finished the first scenario. Perfect. 15 minutes left, by the way.
That's a pretty strong second place.
It's between Zindictive and Runch for 3rd and 4th. I believe that Zindictive is in 3rd, having killed Godzilla once. Are there other stages? Yes, there are other scenarios. They definitely need to go play the other scenarios. So, Sonic is jumping into gigantic flying monster. 2 Rodans and a Baragon. Oh boy. Pretty spooky stuff. Okay, I think Comcast stopped Comcasting. So, that's good. Oh my gosh. Do you have a favorite Godzilla game, Corn Dan?
So, I do like Godzilla 1, right? I mean, I'm not going to call it good, but it's definitely fun.
Oh yeah.
Right, especially if you know the trick of just tail slashing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it makes the game really ridiculous. There was the Godzilla PS1 or PS2 game that was also alright.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm not sure how good is alright, and let's be honest, you've seen my picks for Kusogrand3. I'm not sure my opinion counts for anything anymore.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, Buffalax did send a clarification. 7 hours is the estimate that he gave last year for Big Bad Game-a-thon. Zindictive can't find the monster. He has the radar car. At least he has the radar car out.
He's just got to get close and hit search.
What was that?
My son is playing with something. I don't know.
Oh, it's Corn Baby.
So he's doing something.
Gotcha.
Apparently, playing with some dinosaur thing or watching some dinosaur video on his Kindle.
That's the way to do it. Play with those dinosaurs. Ooh, Gilder misses. Rodan gonna get a shot out. Again, those... There are certain weapons that are really strong against Rodan. I believe the double cannon looking thing on the ground that you see on Gilder's screen is one of those.
Yeah, it's the anti-air, right? Will deal with Rodan pretty well.
Oh yeah, anti-air is great.
You see him bringing that in place here for the next turn, it looks like.
Yep. But that should make a fairly good difference. Zindictive is wondering what he should do because Baragon is just in hiding. Eventually, Baragon's gonna pop back out, so, like, not a huge deal. Just probably gonna have to wait a little bit. Keep searching because can't really do anything else until you find Baragon. Unfortunately, this means Baragon's gonna get pretty much a full heal on Zindictive's side. Now, Sonic has dealt some damage to Rodan. The unfortunate thing is that Rodan does heal quite often, or, you know, between rounds, so even if you're dealing a good amount of damage to Rodan early on, it might not matter too much. Okay, Sonic gonna fight Gilder going up against Rodan. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, the tank is down. Zindictive is asking if he's stuck. He is not stuck. I love this Corndan. This is like the Godzilla experience. If you let Baragon get away, this is what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this game is so bad. This game is... It's a rough watch.
I saw that Sonic listened to one of the scientists who said use the AA gun against the Rodans. Definitely going to be helpful advice there. I forget, there are so many turns that you can get in this game before gaming's over. And I don't remember how many turns that is. I don't know if Zindictive is getting close to that. Oh! Runch killed Godzilla, I believe, by using that one giant weapon. Holy crap, Runch may be able to move into third place, depending on how Baragon goes. Yeah, that's one of the ways in this level that you can kill Godzilla. Is he gonna lose because the monster doesn't want to play? Zindictive...
Maybe he's not in that location.
Like... He's still doing some good searching. Now, one thing that you can actually do in order to lure Baragon out a little bit is remove your defense around some of the buildings. Baragon sometimes doesn't seem to want to actually attack the buildings if you have everything right near them. I'm guessing that Baragon is wanting to go to the laboratory at the bottom of Zindictive's screen, but because he has a plane right next to it, Baragon isn't going to go for it. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking right now. Reduce your defense, and Baragon should come out.
Brunch is doing a really good job of...
Baragon's almost dead.
Baragon right now. Yeah.
Holy crap. He may use the radar car against Baragon. Again, a little bit of a risky strat here. Not sure I would do that.
With as close as Baragon is, you know, if you can keep him attacking your thing, right? As long as it is a risk, right?
Yeah.
But
Radar car's down. If Baragon decides to hide, then Runch may be in a pickle.
Correct.
Oh my gosh, we'll find out.
As soon as Vindictive can find Baragon, right, he can wreck Baragon so hard. He's just got to convince Baragon to come out. And it looks like Baragon went and hid from Runch.
Oh, no! No! Oh, jeez. Okay, Gilder is fighting Rodan with 2 of the AA guns. I would use the cannon. The cannon is going to do a lot more damage. This is going to be a good hit, though, from Gilder. Good, good.
He's been having trouble with the cannon.
Okay, we're having Comcast happen again. Comcast? Stop it. Gonna throw things at you, Comcast, because you're being a big pain in the butt. Ah. Okay, that's okay. It looks like we're back. Yeah, right now, luckily it doesn't look like it's happening constantly. It's just periodically that things cut out. So that's good. It's a little bit better. Okay, I am looking at Gilder. Gilder is doing a good amount of damage to this Rodan. Again, using the gun against Rodan. I would say use the cannon, but that's okay. The gun's fine.
But, I mean, if you've been going through and you've been having issues, right, making the cannon hit, you know, go for the hit you can get versus the hit that you might not be able to.
Oh, yeah. I would agree with that, Corn Dan. We've got 5 minutes left. Holy crap. We're starting to get to the end of this match. Sonic going up against a Rodan here. Gilder fighting Baragon. I think at this point, the biggest push that they need to make is dealing damage to the enemies.
Well, Vindictive just lost.
Oh no!
From
Runch. No. Wait, he just exploded the atomic bomb? Well, it's not how you do it, Vindictive. Runch did get Baragon down to 1 HP. Baragon is finally back now. Oh man, so this is what it looks like to me, at least from what I've been seeing. Gilder is probably in first, Sonic in second, Runch in third, unless Vindictive did more damage to Baragon and I didn't see it. Vindictive would be in fourth at this moment, and I'm not sure it's going to change between now and then.
I mean, Runch has gotten Baragon to almost completely dead.
Yes.
Right, you know, 1 bar left, so Vindictive would have basically had to kill Baragon. Right, and if Vindictive had killed Baragon, he would be on stage 2.
Mm-hmm. And I think with 3 minutes left, there's not going to be enough time for Vindictive to make progress here. Oh my gosh. Silver Star, thank you for gifting the sub to Boozy Clues. Thank you so much. Oh, Buffalax did give them a specific measure of scoring the match. We need to honor that. Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's what we've been doing, really, anyway.
I think that's what we've been doing, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look real quick to see what his guidelines are.
Judgment on how many scenarios you complete, followed by how many monsters you kill, followed by the time you got to said point.
Gotcha. And Zindictive did kill Godzilla before Runch did. You're right. Runch would have to kill Baragon then before the next 2 minutes are up. So let's see what Runch can do. Ooh, Runch just did a lot of damage to Baragon. I'm a little bit concerned. Let's see what they're able to do. We've got like 1 minute left here. Holy crap. Okay. If Runch gets some solid hits right here, then we could see a victory on his side. That's 2 extra power. Or moving. No! But it missed! Dang it! No, why would you miss? Oh, Baragon also missed. Holy crap.
Yeah, but that's still not being helpful.
Yeah, Buffalax, we're fine with the measure that you gave. That's completely fine. Okay, let's see. Runch. Gonna shoot, deal some damage there. Ooh, a good hit. That's not gonna be enough, though. Because we've got 10 minutes left. Runch is ending the turn. Is Baragon gonna... Oh, just run away. Okay. And there we go. That, as a matter of fact, is time. Oh my gosh. Almost got the time. I was so close, Corndan. So close. Just...
That's probably the closest you've been in a long time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Corndan. Don't start drama. How fantastic, though.
That's about as close as you can get, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's call it what it is. You finally mastered the timer.
Well, I think that we have a pretty clear hierarchy of who took the victory here. Gildersneeze